Hi, I'm Howard Dorman, the National Sector Leader for Food and Beverage for Mazars, USA, and I have the opportunity today to speak with Kate Edwards, longtime friend of the firm. Kate, it's been a while since we had a chance to talk last. It was last May that you were one of our panelists at our food forum in New Jersey. So, how have you been? What's keeping you busy?
Well, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. I wish we were in person, of course, but this will do for now. What have I been doing? Just really trying to stay connected to people and also trying to get a little dose of nature every day. My husband and I have started doing these nighttime walks, which is so calming and peaceful and beautiful. And it really is, it's a wonderful thing I want us to keep doing when things
You
get back
know,
to normal.
we're finding not only the walks, we're doing breathing exercises at home, more like a meditation and breathing, just kind of get into a different world for a time being
Yeah,
with
us too.
with all the noise with all the noise around us.
Yeah.
So, Kate, you have a very unique background in hospitality and restaurants and culture and food service. So, the velocity of change. This is not like it's gone from trend to trend. It kind of fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
So what I want to find out from you is what are you seeing? What are you hearing talking to your customers and other people? And what do we think this is going to look like maybe in a couple of months when we come out of it?
Right. Well, I mean, everyone knows this is unprecedented. We've never seen anything like this, and it's definitely hitting restaurants. It's hitting any really sort of small business. Everybody's been, gutted by it. Um, so, there's the people that are in the middle of it. They're feeling it right now, and they're trying to make sense of things. But I also see and feel that there's a lot of people trying to innovate and create new directions, which is that's the exciting part. I listened to a webinar where somebody was saying that basically there's a huge opportunity now to do something creative and to really change and flex your business. And I think the people that are now feeling that part of the curve, now they're starting to get their energy back. This is going to be exciting to see what people start to do.
Can you give an idea how would a not a fine dining, but just a local restaurant, maybe guys got a couple of units. What kind of pivot other than online right now, which will hold for a while? What else are you seeing?
Well, I think the online is the thing that people now, if you're not operating right now or you're operating minimally, this is the time to start to really make your online presence as robust as possible. To me, everything pre or during COVID, it doesn't matter. The brand is the most important thing. So now is the time to really figure out and express your brand in 2D because we won't have the benefit of loving warm arms welcoming you in. So we need to make sure that that expression is felt somehow in the 2D. So start with your website. That's the first thing. How do you represent your brand, your experience, etc.? Then if you are open, think how you can express it to guests who are doing pickup or delivery because you can use your packaging. You can include a note. You can include a personal business card, something to say, call us and let us know how you're doing. So you can do different ways to engage even though it's remote. And then the other part would be if you're not open, try to think in the future, what can you do to connect with your clients? And I would say you can do sort of a regular or occasional emails to say we're here. You can bump up your Facebook presence if you have a following there. And also touch base with any of the online platforms that you use, whether it's Open Table, whether it's Grubhub, and really try to hone that presence that you have vis-a-vis another platform, one that you don't own, but you can certainly make an impact on. So I'd say really try to hone your brand so that people understand who you are and that you're going to be relevant when things open back up.
But it sounds like you're talking about building your community.
Yes.
On the other side of the food chain, all the new brands that are coming out, within a locality. They've been going to farmer markets and selling, and they've built up this huge community. So when they've pivoted and got into selling into stores and everything else, the community was ready for it. Sounds like you're suggesting the same line for your restaurateurs as well.
That's right. So, I mean, if you are a brand that's known for, let's say, farm to table, you could start to do grocery delivery. Or even when you're open, you could have a market aspect because that's now okay. Before it used to be separate licenses, but now it's okay to sell packaged goods. So, if you've got a farm concept and now as a guest, I could come in, have a meal with separation, and then take home a basket of fruit or vegetable or even some of your homemade pastas. That's a great way to, again, continue that experience at home. And I think that would be the thing that people need to expand their brains around is how can people experience my brand when they're not with me? So that's where your packaging is so important, the look and feel, where some products could be really important, even things like tutorials or classes that you offer, whether it's cooking classes, wine classes, etiquette, or hospitality classes. There's so many ways you can connect and try to bring that experience home for your clients, no matter where they're dining.
You know, it's great, Kate. Whenever we talk, it's really all about the culture that you build around it
That's
and
right.
adding into it now the community of it. I look at what even Panera, now Panera, worldwide company, but they looked at their business and said, you know, we have a great distribution business. We have a good name, good distribution. They're selling fruits and vegetables and other items to their people in the community who might not have had a chance to go to the supermarket. So they're leveraging a little bit of their brand and their distribution mode. And restaurants are really not any different when it comes
Yeah.
down to it in your local. So what have you and your husband been frequenting? I mean, I'm sure you had your favorite restaurants that you've gone to in the area. What have you changed in your eating habits, if any?
Well, my husband's a chef, and it's interesting because he used to eat at work. You know, we would have dinners together, but that was it. And so now we're having 3 meals a day, and it's actually a constant conversation about what are we going to have? What are we going to have? Because I like to cook, and he's a chef. So what's interesting is I'm vegetarian, and he is I eat meat at work kind of guy. He eats vegetarian with me, but now basically we're both eating vegetarian with some fish here and there, and he really likes it, and it's because it's 21 meals a week. It's creating more sort of creativity around the ingredients that we're using and the condiments we're using, and just it's a little more exploration, which has been really fun.
Are you taking in any food or is it all being cooked at home?
We did one pizza delivery, and we got some Thai food once, but that was it. Everything's been at home.
Yeah, we've been taking in maybe once a week, one or two of our favorite restaurants that have stayed open. I live in Jersey in the suburbs, and the restaurant owners are so appreciative of doing that. And I feel good supporting them in that vein. But you're right, it's 21 meals a week, and I'm still getting along fabulously well with her. So it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, where we live, we don't have a lot of restaurants because I would love to support more folks. So there's just not a lot right here.
That's great. So, what do you see? What's going to be important for a lot of these restaurants to reopen? I mean, you've got safety,
Yeah.
right? You want to the consumer experience. We always talk about that, but what are they going to do to make it safe? But I don't want to wear a hazmat suit when I go to eat a meal. So,
That's right.
what's going to change, but make it fun at least to continue going out? What do you see?
Right. Well, one of the topics that I always talk about with customer experience is these 3 pillars, and the 3 pillars are hello, trust, and communication. And so to me, it's going to be about the three of those writ large. So the hello is going to be that greeting, that welcoming piece that's going to have to adjust a little bit. And that combined with the trust, those two have to go together, because if people are wearing masks up to here, we don't get any facial expression. So we'll need to figure out how to express. I always think of Tyra Banks. She talks about smize, which is a smile with your eyes. So you look really warm, even though you might not be feeling it. But we're going to have to figure out how to bring that hospitality so it's immediate. And I also think that there's an opportunity to create trust vis-a-vis that mask. You can brand that mask. You could put your logo on that mask. You could put a little like smoochy face on that mask. You could do cool stuff with that mask, that it's going to express the hospitality. So I think we're going to have to train people in more kinesthetic and body language, because we will have that obscured. And again, all in the effort to increase trust. And also, because communication is physical, we'll need to work with people to communicate effectively, because they might have to speak up a little louder. They're going to have to keep their distance. So we're going to have to do a lot of training around the physical and human aspects of hospitality, so that our guests feel like we have them. We've got this controlled. You won't have to be scared. You won't have to be nervous. And I think the businesses that can do that well are going to be the winners. The ones who are a little bit like, it'll be fine. I don't know. I'm concerned about those guys.
You know, one of the first pillar you talked about sounds very familiar, about hello.
Yeah,
Now, you're an authoress as well, correct?
that's
It
right.
was
Yeah,
your
yeah,
book was named Hello.
that's right.
So give us a brief synopsis about the book and what you try to bring out in that.
Yeah. So the book is called Hello and Every Little Thing That Matters. And to me, the customer experience is built of little tiny moments of service that are delivered throughout the guest experience before they get to you, digitally or remotely, and then especially when they're in your operation. And the book is really all stories and learnings from hospitality that can be applied to any other business. So for me, I named it Hello because hello to me is the essence of hospitality. It's that moment when you connect with somebody on the phone or in person, greet them at the table, and the hello is inclusive of the goodbye. It's that greeting moment. But that to me is hospitality. When we say, I see you and you're here and we're going to deliver something to you right now. That's what it comes down to.
You know, it's funny, in our offices, the reception desk was always referred to as the director of first impressions.
Ooh,
So, so the first person you see when you come in, there's that hello.
yeah,
So we've done a full circle here, going from coming in and developing the community, and I guess redeveloping the culture a little bit. And it's going to be a battle.
right.
And I know we're going to lose a lot of people. We're going to lose a lot of restaurants. But for those of us who are going to come out of this on top, um, they're going to have an advantage of an increased labor force. So
Yeah.
a lot of these people will be able to come back. And all we can promote to our friends and families out there is to patronage the stores and come out and visit and get out. I think we're all yearning to do that. So,
Yes.
Kate, I want to thank you for the time that we spent, and I can't wait to follow up with you shortly on how everything's going and that you and your husband are safe and
Thank
your
you.
families, and have a great day.
Thanks so much, Howard. I appreciate it.
You got it.
Great to see you.